Back in the 23rd of June, the well-known YouTuber Craig Thompson, or Minilad, has been convicted of sexually assaulting and sexting two underage girls back in 2017 in his planned Camp 17 event. The oldest of the two girls has opened up to being used by Craig to nude pictures and be with each other. Craig also said that if this gets out in the public, like it already has, he would hurt himself and put the blame on the two girls and guilt trip them. This condescending fuck basically used his mental health plus his ego as an excuse to get pictures from these girls like an actual pedophile. Just a reminder, I don't have any of these screenshots from Twitter to prove any points of this, mainly because I don't use Twitter. So this is just a rant to Mainlad himself and what he did. Craig Thompson, or Minilad, is a gaming/commentary channel developer that has 1.2 thousand videos and has collected 1.42 billion views on YouTube currently. He started his YouTube career on May 12, 2011 and is still currently uploading videos, despite of his whole sexual assault accusation. His gameplay was GTA 5 and Gmod back in 2014 to 2017. But he stopped playing those games and when he split off from the rest of his friend group. Now he's just a reaction channel to stack up the views because people love those channels. He was a vlogger and showed that he had like 3 dogs before he broke up with his girlfriend Sammy. At this point I'm just saying some stuff about him to further the script, even though I just started. I'm like already halfway through this segment. Well, actually past halfway through this segment and I'm still wandering off. He was raised in Ireland for however long that took, and then moved to California to start his YouTube career back in 2016. He played with Vanos Gaming, H2O Delirious, Terrorizer, Dahi Denogla, and Jiggly Panda. Some YouTubers you did or did not hear about. Obviously, there's no in between. But he left the group when he got into some drama with Terrorizer. A month or so later, these accusations popped up and shit went downhill from here.
The first thing that I wanted to talk about with these allegations is I've never physically met them before, nor have I physically abused anybody across the board.
No, you dumb fuck. No one ever said it was physical or in person. It was just a mental game to you, and it was all over Snapchat DMs or Twitter DMs. The only thing that was physical is that you asked if you could hold the oldest girl for a picture in the camp. The girl was held sideways with Minnie standing in the direct middle, so you get the idea how it would be pleasurable about this. He held the girl by her waist so you could see how it started.
People wondering why I went back to Northern Ireland or what the reason that I went home to Northern Ireland was.
Get away from the state cops and the FBI. Pretty obvious.
The main reason and the only reason is that I wanted to see my family.
If he did want to see his family, then there's an excuse to get out of the States. But he later stated that he stayed there for 5 weeks, then moved back here to Texas to continue ignoring what he meant to actually say and continue his YouTube career. He went to Ireland so this accusation stuff can fade down and the California state cops can't reach him. And I'm pretty sure the FBI can't reach him from Northern Ireland from there. I don't know, the FBI might know some people, but over in Ireland.
2020 has been a crazy year for all of us, and with COVID, it's restricted us going home and seeing our families or seeing our friends, and after a crazy year, I decided to go home for 5 weeks and go back and spend time with the people who I love and trust.
The only case he got in this segment true is that the gay coronavirus has been being a worldwide problem and restricting where you can go and who you can meet. That is true. That is obviously a big problem worldwide, but it's also obviously a problem in Ireland and the United States.
Saying that I will be working on myself and I will be attending therapy from now and on into the future. Since then, I have been going to therapy every single week and I will continue to go to therapy every single week.
If Pedo Bear Minilad does have an actual mental health problems that need therapy, then it might have actually started this whole ordeal, but I do doubt that. He's using the mental health card as a scapegoat to have this actually started instead of opening up to being an actual pedo. Mental health is a serious problem out there, and I hate it when people actually use it for attention or a scapegoat from problems. There's only a few cases that he got right about, like how he is going to go for therapy. But this has no connection to what is actually going on, and he's just straight up ignoring it.
For the photo, she asked if myself and the other YouTubers could hold her up for the photo, so what she's saying here is untrue.
That's a big fucking lie. You also declined that you said the girls would stare at your ass and call you hot, which was also lied about. So not only you were being rude and calling the actual girl a liar, but you also lied about being attracted by others.
The second point she brings up is that I sat too close to her and her friends. This part's quite confusing because everyone sat next to everyone else as a part of regular scheduled programming.
Or that you just didn't want to sit in the open seats or on the opposite side of the cafe area. I assume it's an actual building in the cafeteria. And you decided to sit shoulder to shoulder with the girls. I can't imagine those elongated tables that have the black plastic chairs that go parallel with the table. And they're not parallel, but you get the idea. There were plenty of empty seats for you. But you intentionally walked to the other side to sit with the girls and try to get their number. What the fuck?
Third point they bring up is they claim that I call them cute and pretty. This is completely fabricated, and I did not say this.
Well, if no one else said it and you were the only one that thought about it, that shows some red flags of what you actually think about the girls on the campus back then. You said yourself that these underage girls looked cute and pretty. You contradicting fuck. So basically, Mainland is a dumbass. He's an egotistical pedo that lied about his accusations. He brought up topics that never happened and did not have an actual connection to this. He manipulates his toddler demographic into thinking that he did nothing wrong and just brushed all of this off and continued making Minecraft and GTA videos. I stopped watching his videos back in 2018 or 2019, I can't remember. But now I definitely don't watch these new videos because I'm not a pedophile. I don't support pedophilia and stuff like this. Mainland expects this fake apology video to solve everything with his fake topics, but anyone with more than 2 functional brain cells can determine that this is just a load of bullshit.